Hey guys, it's Sharika and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I would love to have you. So today we are doing some giant Dungeness crab legs, and I have my mayo and mustard dip. For today's drink, we'll just call this the Incredible Hawk. So let's go ahead and say grace. Amen. Hey y'all, happy Friday. I started to say happy vlogmas, but we ain't doing that over here. That's good. So I'm gonna turn this off. Roll my sleeves up. I feel like it's been forever since I've had Dungeness crab. So I am so ready for this. Crabs are from Rose. And they're pretty big too. Look at this. Big boys. Look at that. So we do have a story time today. And I am going to jump right in. Oh. Okay. It's a crazy one. Okay. Y'all might want to put me on the TV for this one. It's crazy. This was probably like the wildest for my man I've ever seen. And I've seen some wild ones. Okay. So girl. Hold on. So it was this girl. We'll call her Keisha. Okay. So Keisha, growing up, she was the only child. She was very close to her parents, and they treated her very well. She was pretty much spoiled. She got a boyfriend when she was a sophomore, and once she graduated, they got a place together. Later on down the line, like a few years, they had 2 kids together. So they were in love. So she thought. Come to find out, baby daddy cheated on her and broke up with her for the side piece. And then her dad passed away. So she was dealing with a lot of stress, losing the love of her life and her daddy. So she turned to the bottle. Okay. And I think she was on drugs. So she couldn't keep a job. She couldn't keep a stable place to stay. So she ended up losing her kids. So at this point, she felt like she was at rock bottom. She lost her dad, her man, and now her kids. Right? So girl, she had a cousin that lived in a different state. So we'll just say Florida. Right? So she calls her cousin, and she tells her cousin, she's like, you know, I just need to have a do-over, basically. So can I come stay with you, get my life together, work on trying to get my kids back? So of course her cousin was all for it. She gets to Florida. She can't find a job. So because, you know, she felt like she was really good looking, she had a nice body, she was gonna basically use what she got to get what she wanted. Right? Start stripping down there at the Players Club. So she started making the money, and she noticed this one dude that looked like he was big time, you know. He would always come in there with a bunch of money, throwing money at the girls. And then she started dancing for him. He would always pay for like private dances in the VIP, or what do they call it? The champagne room. And, you know, making it rain, making it thunderstorm, okay? So now he's her regular customer. So after a few months of him, you know, coming to see her, they started dating, right? So now this her man. But the relationship turned bad real quick. So, come to find out, his name Tyrone. He ain't nobody baller. He be borrowing money from people. He lived with his mama in his mama's basement. And he a part-time crackhead. Right. So girl, because he a part-time crackhead and he live in the basement with his mama, he want to take it out on her. So any little thing, you know, that she do out the way, well, he feel like it's out the way, he want to put his hands on her. So now he knocking upside her head. If guys come into the strip club and, you know, they want her to do some strange things for a piece of change, he tell her to do it. So, you know, it was different occasions where she'll have bruises on her face, bruises on her arm, black eyes, big lips, all of the above, okay? And the cousins would be like, you know, what happened to you? And she was just like, nothing, stay out of my business, I can handle it, whatever, whatever. They would break up for a few days, and she always end up back over there with him. So she started looking so bad with him beating on her and stuff. I think they had fired her from the strip club. I ain't never heard of that before. So she's no longer working at the strip club, but they used to like to party, you know, drink, smoke together, whatever, piping together. I don't know if that's what you call it when you hit the pipe. Is it piping? I don't know, but they were doing it, okay? So girl, they say Tyrone's car was in the shop. Keisha ain't have a car, but they wanted to hang out this particular night. So Tyrone comes up with this brilliant idea that he's gonna ask his ex-girlfriend if he can hold her van. Now, I don't know what ex-boyfriend of mine could ever call me and ask me if they could hold my car. So they must have still been screwing around on the side. That's just what I think, but they ain't bring that part up. But I'm just here to tell y'all, they was messing around on the side, because who you know gonna let your ex-boyfriend that got a stripper girlfriend hold your car? Girl, I don't know. I'll wait for that. So girl, she lets him hold the car. So Keisha and Tyrone riding around town. They stopped at the bar. They got a whole bottle of Jack Daniels. And they drinking in the car, just riding around town drunk, right? Runs a red light. And he had to stop on brakes or something, so the car behind him ran into him. Right? So he jumped out the car. Oh, you done hit my car, you done hit my car, whatever. So he a big drunk dude yelling at this chick. So she's like, you know, it was your fault, it's not my fault, whatever, this, that, and the third. So, you know, he started getting more aggressive with her. But he noticed that she had like a nice luxury SUV. So she reaches into her purse because she was a little intimidated by him, because like I said, he was a big dude and he was drunk as a skunk, or Cooter Brown, whichever one you want to call him. So girl, she reaches in her purse and she pulls out some money and she says, okay, well, just take this, we'll exchange numbers and we'll figure this out later. right? So when she pulls out the wad of cash, he looks at Keisha and say, okay, well, let me talk to my old lady real quick. Like, this Keisha car, but this is your whole ex-girlfriend car. She at work. And this is your whole ex-girlfriend car. This is no, Keisha don't got no car. So they walk to the back of the car, and he tells her, I want you to see if she got anything else in her car. We about to jack her. They go back to the girl. He act like he's walking her to the car, and then pulls her into his van in the back seat. Tells Keisha to check her car to see if she has any valuables in her car. Now, the whole time Keisha's checking the car, he got the girl in the back seat of the van. The girlfriend, the ex-girlfriend's van. Keisha gets back in the car, and she says she don't have anything in her car, but she hear the girl screaming and them tussling and whatever. So Keisha like, what you doing? The dude is back there ripping the girl clothes off, trying to do what he want to do to her, and hits Keisha in the mouth, tell her to shut up and get back there and take her clothes off, right? It's wild. So he basically take advantage of both of them. Tells Keisha to put her clothes back on and drive. See, because Keisha used to it, even though she's scared and she's in that situation, he knows she wasn't calling nobody police. Okay? But this girl that he done kidnapped and raped will. So he's going to make sure that that doesn't happen. So Keisha's crying. She hear the girl back there screaming. Tyrone strangles the girl. Keisha don't hear no more noise, so she already know what time it is. They go to some street and pushes the girl out the car, right? So then they decide, okay, they need to get rid of the girl's van, and they also need to clean up the blood and stuff in the ex-girlfriend's van. So they trying to, you know, clean up the blood. It's a lot of blood back there. And he tells Keisha to get rid of the SUV that the girl was driving. So she parks it 2 doors down from her cousin's house. She go in the house. She got on a white t-shirt, blood all over the shirt. Just in there looking fool. Looking like goddamn Freddy Krueger. Looking fool. Okay, so the cousin like, well, what happened to you? She talking about, I got pushed out of a car. No, that was the lady that y'all hijacked got pushed out of the car. So she ain't never want to tell him. So the next morning, they asking her, it was 2 cousins that lived there, a girl and a guy. So the next morning, they asking her, you need to tell us what happened to you last night. Like, because you walked in here, I've never seen you like that. What's going on? So she was like, nothing, everything will be fine, but I just need for you to cover for me. And if the police come by, let them know that I was with you last night drinking all night, right? So the cousin was like, no, I'm not getting involved in nothing y'all got going on, because it seems like y'all done did something y'all ain't had no business doing. When Tyrone got to the ex-girlfriend house, because he was late picking her up, so he showed up at her house, gave her truck, her van back. She looks in the back seat and she see all the blood, so she calls the police. She don't want nothing to do with this fool. So the police come. While all the people are out there, they get the call that they found the girl's body. So immediately they connected the dots to Tyrone. So the ex-girlfriend told the police everything she knew about Tyrone, his whereabouts, and his new little girlfriend that worked down there at the Players Club. Well, she was working down there, but I think she got fired. So, girl, this stuff is spicy, okay? So, they caught Tyrone. When they started questioning Tyrone, he said he didn't have anything to do with the girl, and neither did Keisha. Keisha was on the run. She ended up turning herself in 9 days later. So they did the questioning with her, and she, you know, it was her opportunity to just tell everything. So she told them that, you know, she was in an abusive relationship and she had to basically go with it, or he would have did the same thing to her. So once they told Tyrone that Keisha had done gave up the information, he could stop the line. He went ahead and pled guilty. So both of them pled guilty. Keisha got 10 years and Tyrone only got 40 years with the chance of parole. So somehow he beat the death penalty, which I didn't understand. Some of these places I just don't understand, like, how are they getting like 40? Like, why didn't he get life and he did that to that girl? Like, I really don't understand that. But because she did tell it all. Girl, that was the wildest episode I've ever seen, okay? Because how you going, she got in the car and he tells her, get back there too. Like, boy, what? Okay, guys, so I hope you're done eating. If you're eating with me, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at I am Sharika B, and my vlog channel at I am Sharika B, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, y'all.